all praise and glory unto
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much peace and love unto the brothers out there doing this work of truth and sincerity. And also peace and blessings unto the men, women, and children that believe of the Holy Elect. Man. All right, once again, we're going to Israelites out on the highways and byways to prophesy words of the Heavenly Father Yahweh, or through his son Yahweh Shai, against his wicked and demonic kingdom known as Babylon the Great in the Holy Bible, and to preach repentance and forgiveness of sins unto the children of Israel, man. Okay, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You are the Most High's children, okay? And it's high time for our people to repent, man, and to forsake the wickedness of this world.
Right. Real quick, we only deal with the elect. We gotta start pushing that out there. You know?
Yeah,
we don't want to carry that sentiment. I ain't saying that's what we're doing out there. That sentiment of we out here trying to save the whole nation.
Oh, no, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted I'm gonna get to, man. And that this world is, you know what I'm saying, demonic, man. And most of our people love this current world, man. But as the brother just said, and as the scriptures say, this is only for the elect, man. And that's want to hear the word anyway. Okay? Jake might hear the word, but only the elect is gonna receive it, man. And be sealed with it. All right? Yeah, man. All right, yeah. I have that faith in it, man.
That's John 10.
John 10, verse 27. My sheep hear my voice.
Right. The Lord said, my sheep. You know what, brother? I'll go up like 2 verses.
John 10, verse 24. Then came the Jew round about him and said unto him, how long doest thou make us to doubt?
Right. These are the unbelievers of our people, man. All right. At that time, many of those wicked scribes and Pharisees. Okay. But you also had, the common people with them, man. Go ahead, brother, again from the top.
And it says, John 10, verse 24, then came the Jews round about him and said unto him, how long doest thou make us to doubt? If thou be the Mashiach, tell us plainly.
Right, they said, look, stop talking to us in parable, man. Stop saying all this stuff on the side. Look, bro, if you the Messiah, then don't tell us, man. Let's be playing with us and say that you're the Messiah. Go ahead, keep me, brother.
Yahweh said, answered them, I told you.
I told you. What you mean? I told you that I was the Messiah, man. But guess what you read?
And ye believe not.
And you believe not, man.
Works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me.
Right, man. All the miracles that Yahweh was doing at that time bear witness that he come from the Most High, man. Because no common man could do the things that our Lord was doing at the time of the scene, man. They are raising the dead, cleansing the leper, all right, the sick, okay, the cerebral palsy, feeding, 5,000, 4,000 men. Yeah. He was doing things that was impossible for man to do.
Yeah, he was in the synagogue at 12 years old, speaking with doctors of the law.
Right.
Okay, but scribes and Pharisees in particular, but all of them was keen to the law. Scribes and Pharisees, okay, even the Sadducees. And the Yahweh was in the synagogue as a 12-year-old young man. That's when you become a man. And he was in there talking wisdom above what they knew.
Yeah, because he was the chosen of the Most High, man. And especially like the works that he was doing, okay, bear witness that he come from the Most High, man. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 2. Real quick, and that show that our spirit, that austere spirit that he got on him even from a young age, man. You couldn't have came in there amongst these men in the law, and then the soft spoken and come in there. He came in there with that authority, the Most High placed on him, man. And then back it up with knowledge.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, verse 26, but ye believe not.
Right, they didn't believe on him, man. it takes faith, all right? And that faith is only given as a gift to the elect in these times, man. Go ahead, brother.
It says, because ye are not of my sheep,
Because you are not of my sheep, meaning they wasn't of the elect, man. They wasn't of the chosen, okay? Because Israel, as a people, are the elect of the Most High God. But there is an elect amongst the elect, man.
Yeah, precept for
Come on,
you.
brother.
This is Galatians chapter 6 and verse 16. And as many as walk according to this rule, peace be unto them, and mercy upon the Israel of the Most High,
Right.
or the Israel of Yahweh Shem Yahweh.
Right, yeah, man. His chosen. His elect that he's dealing with, man. Not all of our people, okay? Go ahead, brother, back in there, John.
John 10, verse 26. But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep.
All right, go ahead.
As I said unto you, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me.
Right. He said, my sheep hear my voice, man. And how do they hear the voice of Yahweh Shai? It's through the preaching of the prophets, man. That's how they hear it, man. Because the Lord, all right, a contrary to popular belief in the world and in Israel, he set up men to preach the gospel to wake up the elect, man. That's how he set it up, okay? And you have brothers and sisters all throughout the world believing and coming back to their heritage, man. And this is why so much chaos is happening in the world, man. Because the children of Israel are standing up on their feet, man. And belief, bro. And everybody is shook, man. Everybody's confused by what's going on in the planet Earth, man. Like they just can't, conceive in their minds that we actually believe what we believe, man. And we standing on it, okay? Like Bo Malone and James by the Edomite and all these other people who scoff and mock at us, man. They just can't believe that, oh my God, these niggas actually standing for something. So-called, right? But it's all prophecy, man. What we're doing, brothers and sisters, is all written in the scriptures, man. And look, brother's about to get into it. What you got, brother?
Ezekiel 37 and 1.
Right?
The hand of Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of Yahweh and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones.
Right, so let's deal with this part right here. He said the Lord carried him in the spirit, man. In the midst of a valley full of dry bones. Now first, we want to establish who are these bones. Go to verse 11, brother.
Ezekiel 37 and 11. Then he said unto me, Son of man, he said, these bones are the whole house of Israel. So Ezekiel 37 and 11. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dry and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts.
Right, so these bones that Ezekiel is talking about in verse 1 are the Israelites, man. Okay? And he said that they was in the midst of the valley. All right? Now, bones in this chapter is representing dead, man. Okay? The death. But this is no physical death of our people. It's a spiritual death, a mental death. Okay? And Ezekiel said that he saw them in the valley. Now, this valley is representing Babylon, the Great America. Okay? And we're going to prove that through the Holy Scriptures, man. Go ahead, what you got, brother? Start Revelation chapter 11, starting verse 7.
Revelation 11, verse 7. And when they shall have finished their testimony,
By the Israelites, go ahead.
the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit,
It said the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit. All right, the beast is talking about NATO and the EU, man. And America is the war that controls NATO, okay? Because it's really her. But they are collective as one, man. But the beast that arise out of the bottomless pit, go ahead,
shall make war against them,
shall make war against who? The Israelites, man. And Esau did that. He made war against our people, man. Started with Columbus, okay? They started war with our people, man. Go ahead.
and shall overcome them,
It shall overcome us, which Esau did. That's proven fact in history, man. that the so-called white man Esau overcame us. Go ahead.
They killed him.
And shall kill us. How did he kill us, man? It was a spiritual death. Okay? This man beat our heritage out of us, man. Our identity. Our language, man. Anything that we had of substance, he took it from us, man. Through captivity. All right, go ahead, brother.
Verse 8, it says, in their dead bodies.
Right, the Israelites, it says their dead bodies. These are not physical dead bodies, man. Okay? This is spiritual dead Israel. Go ahead.
And we have to real quick. Come on, here. You go about
Right.
mention how you talk about a spiritual death. And you said we lost it all. We lost our heritage. This is Jeremiah 17:4. It says, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Right. We discontinued from our heritage, man. That's right. And that started with our land. Okay, the Lord kicked us out of the land. Then made us serve our enemies, man. The heathen. All right? Because the Lord was pissed off at his people, man, because they was disobedient. All right? Our forefather was disobedient, man. Well, you know what? Get the hell out of here, man. All of you, okay? Since you don't want to do right and keep the land Sabbath and keep, all these commandments, get the hell out of here, man. And he kicked us out of the land, man. Right. And scattered us all throughout the four corners of the earth, man. All right, go ahead. What you got, brother?
Yeah, and I'll say this real quick. Ultimately, he scattered us throughout the four corners. We lost our identity by the Most High allowing Esau to take us down. That's what we're going into in Revelation 11th chapter. So we lost our identity. The way it played out is the Most High used Esau to strip us of our nationality in all parts of our heritage.
Yep. Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 47:6. I was wroth with my people.
When the Most High said, I was wroth, then he was angry. He was pissed off at his people, man. Go ahead.
I have polluted mine
The
inheritance.
Lord said, I have polluted mine inheritance, man. Meaning what? He totally destroyed us, man. By way of our enemies. Okay? Mainly Esau, Edom. Used that man to totally destroy Israel, man. I mean, completely. Just like Ezekiel said, he saw dry bones, man. Dead, bro. Go ahead, brother. Keep reading.
It says, I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand.
Right, see, the Lord gave us into the hands of Esau. Esau wasn't no strong, powerful, he was a mighty person. No.
Yeah, on his own.
Yeah. On his own. No, the Lord made him do that. Okay, gave him that power, man. Gave him his weaponry, okay, to overcome his people. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, thou didst show them no mercy.
Esau showed no mercy, okay? And you watch different slave movies, you see that, man. Even in these times, Esau showed no mercy to our people, man. But that's the vengeance of Yahweh because of Jacob being disobedient, man.
Right. What the scriptures say that even his tender mercies are cruel. So as merciful as he could possibly be, it's gonna come out as cruel.
Right. Yeah, right. And it's like Esau, you didn't get down, man. That's his nature. Okay? Go ahead, brother, finish that out.
It says, upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid the yoke.
Yeah, man. But Jason changed. Those are facts, man. That we came over here and changed, man.
Hey, and it say, I'm sorry, make you no, it say that even the ancient,
right?
Yeah, even to this day, you got the retirement age is what, 65? You got men that's working labor jobs that's 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. 55 years old, 60 years old. You got men still working at 70. My father still work. He's 70 years old. You know? His bastard still ain't
Yeah, man. Hey, look up, man. That's them curses, bro. You know? But I'll go back to Revelation, like what you had. Verse 8 again.
Revelation 11 verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Right, he said, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. And as I said, this is no physical death, brothers and sisters. All right? This is spiritual death, man. And we're going to prove that. Go ahead.
Proverbs 21:16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding.
Right, the man that wandering out of the way of understanding. But what understanding? The understanding of the scriptures. Okay? That's the true understanding, man. Go ahead, brother.
It says, shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
Shall remain in the congregation of the dead, man. And it said in verse 7 that the beast killed us. So Esau beat everything out of us, man. And we died spiritually. Okay? And we lied around dead in Babylon. Okay, for a period of time, man. Go ahead, brother.
Revelation 11 verse 8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Right, which is Babylon the Great. Go ahead.
Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Right, spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, man. Right now we are in the pride month, okay? Here in Babylon the Great, man. This is a sign of spiritual Sodom, okay? They got all kind of crazy cartoons and commercials, man. Books, all right, it's a job. They got posters, you know, articles and stuff about the LGBTQ community, man. Just more signs and proof that this is spiritual Sodom, man. And also Egypt, okay? Egypt is about homosexuality as well, man. All right, with witchcraft, okay, the bondage of the Israelites, and many more things, man. Go ahead, brother.
Where also our Lord was crucified.
Where also the Lord Yahweh was crucified, man. Now we know that, according to history, all right, the scriptures, that our Lord Yahweh died outside the walls of Jerusalem, man. Okay, on Calvary, man. But yet John said that our Lord Yahweh got crucified in Babylon the Great. How is that, man? Through Esau Edom and the doctrine of his Christianity, man. He told lies about our Lord. He said that he came and died for everybody. He said that he's a so-called white man. And so many other lies, man. And he crucified the true understanding of Yahweh.
Right.
But the Lord allowed it to happen so that it can be fulfilled, man.
Right. And when he came to this side of the world, which started in Revelation, or you started with Revelation 11 and 7.
Right.
When this man came to the side of this world, he came with crossing out of Yahweh. He came with people was right? And X'd out the identity that the scripture clearly gives to our Lord as far as how he looks.
Yeah, man. Christianity is all around the world, man. There are more Christians than anything on the planet Earth, man. It's billions of these freaks, man. But that's because of the doctrine, all right, and the power and the influence of Esau Edom, man. Go ahead, brother. You got it.
Revelation 13 and 6. And he opened his mouth and blasphemed against the Most High, to blaspheme his name,
Right.
and his tabernacle, and them that dwelt in heaven.
Right. Esau did that through Christianity, man.
Right.
Painted himself as God, all right, painted all the prophets, all the ancient great men as all right, a so-called white men. Okay, you get a chance, go and Google the 16th chapel, man. That's a very, very, very prominent, all right, church and painting of Esau, man. Where you got all the prophets painted on the glass walls in the churches, man. Painted as so-called white men. Jeremiah, Isaiah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Adam. Everybody painted as a so-called white man. That's some crucifying the Lord, man. That's some blaspheming the heavens, man. Blaspheming the Israelites, okay? He did that, man. But the Most High allowed him to do it so prophecy could be fulfilled. Okay? So go back to Ezekiel 31 go ahead.
Ezekiel 37 and 1. The hand of Yahweh was upon me, and carried me out in the spirit of Yahweh,
Right?
and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones,
Right?
and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley.
Right? He said, behold, there were very many in the open valley. Because the children of Israel are as the sand of the sea, man. Jacob's all over Babylon the Great and the world. Okay? So Ezekiel saw a lot of Israelites, man, dead. Spiritually, all right? Go ahead.
It says, and lo, they were very dry.
And lo, They was very dry, meaning Ezekiel saw us bugged out. I mean, completely lost, man.
That's an excellent sight.
Right, yeah, man. He saw all of us bugged out our freaking minds, man. He said very dry, right? Young Lil Wayne dry.
He saw this shit.
Right, he saw this.
He saw this level of homosexuality, man. He saw women rule over the bed, man. All right, fucking monsters running through the streets, man.
Right.
This damn devil ruling over us, man.
Right. Yep, man. Because this behavior that we're, I'm saying today wasn't back during Ezekiel time, man. So when he saw this, he said, "Oh hell no." He saw us gone and bugged out our minds, man. Okay, worshiping idols, man. Esau had to worship idols in the world, bro. Christmas, Halloween, all this, man. We bow down to these idols, man. Bugged out our minds, man.
Right, idolizing. Anytime you idolize something,
Right.
now that whatever you idolize is an idol.
Right.
We idolize in the world pro athletes, entertainers, celebrities.
Right. Yeah, man. We was emotionally and spiritually invested in those things, man.
Right.
Which had us looking crazy, all right? Halloween, okay, a paint in your face and mask and shit, but Ezekiel saw that, man. So what the hell wrong with it, man?
Hey, high school football championship
Right,
trophies
right.
and shit, everybody holding up the trophy. Then on the highest level,
Right.
like pro sports, they get the trophies or whatever. When you win the championship and they kissing you,
Right.
taking turns kissing on the island.
Right. Crying and shit like Michael Jordan.
Right.
Falling down, all this punk ass shit, man. Go ahead, I'll take the precept, bro.
We spoke about the bones being very dry. Jeremiah 2:13. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water.
Right. Which those systems was presented unto us by Esau, man. And Jake cleaved unto that madness.
Right.
And lost everything, man. But shit, Jake never had, nothing, man.
Right.
Because the man already beat us out of our heritage, then gave us his doctrine, all right, his thoughts and goddamn ideas, man.
Right.
And Jake turned it into life, man. All right, into a lifestyle. Death, man, ultimately.
Right. And Jake was going to this day, they're going to these doctrines and philosophies that they not going to them, they caught up in them.
Right.
And they trying to get the truth out of it, right, and try to use that to guide them through their life, and it's failing. Why? Because the scripture call them a broken cistern. That's something that's supposed to contain a containment of water. All right, so you use to your benefit. See, but these doctrines, they're not hydrating, spiritually hydrating our people. They drinking, and it's a hole in the bottom of the cup. So they drinking and they ain't getting the water out of it.
Right. Yeah, man. Hey, Esau doing that. Okay, but the Lord is allowing it to happen for prophecy's sake. Those very dry bones. All right, go ahead. What you got real fast, brother?
There's Proverbs 17, verse 22. A merry heart doeth good like a medicine,
Right?
but a broken spirit drieth the bone.
With a broken spirit, dry the bones, man. Esau broke our spirits, man. And he killed us. He broke us, man. Way back in slavery, he broke Jake's spirits, man, by sodomizing them. Okay, molesting their sons and daughters, man. Beating them. Right,
You
butt breaking,
imagine
man.
you got a wife that you looking forward to getting her
Right.
first time, and he gonna pop her a few times before you
Right.
ain't pop you.
Right.
And puppy.
Right, and get her pregnant. In your face, man. That shit broke Jake down, bro. Okay? But it had to happen because of prophecy's sake, man. Okay? I get pissed off thinking about it, man. But hey, it's judgment, bro. From the Lord. Go ahead and give that scripture again, Proverbs.
Proverbs 17, verse 22. A merry heart doeth good like a medicine,
Right?
but a broken spirit drieth the bone.
That's what happened to Jake, man. So go back into Ezekiel, brother. 2 again.
Ezekiel 37 and 2, it says, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley. And lo, they were very dry.
Right, they were completely gone. Go ahead, keep reading, brother.
And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live?
Right, so the Most High asked Ezekiel a question. Son of man, can these bones live? Is there any hope for these people? Can they be revived? Go ahead, Doc.
And I answered, O Yahweh power, thou knowest.
Look, Lord, look, you know. Because, shit, I don't know. Because he saw us gone, man. Ezekiel like, look, Lord, I don't know, man. You know. Because I can't call. These niggas are gone. Okay? Go ahead, Doc.
And it says, again, he said to me, prophesy upon these bones.
Yeah, but yet, Ezekiel, I want you to go out and prophesy unto these dead bones, man. These dead spiritual Israelites, man. This is what brothers are doing.
Right.
I want you to go out there, Ezekiel, because look, I'm going to show you something, Ezekiel. Okay?
Right. And Ezekiel is back through the reincarnation, but Ezekiel represents
Right.
prophet in the last days.
Yep. Yep,
And he's back to
like, yeah. We're like, look, Ezekiel said, look, well, you know. I don't know these guys can be revived, man.
right.
But
Hey, that show you the power of the Most High. Even all of us that didn't woke up to this truth, but we didn't wake up. The Most High woke us up through your house, right? The only way you can come out is all this indoctrination, and then you can indoctrination don't stop. It's ongoing. And we have been bombarded, and we're still being bombarded with indoctrination. I mean, there's so many pools of thought out there that you can get into that there's no way you can make it up out this maze without the power of your home outside.
hey, look like you said, very dry for the Jake is gone, man. The Jake is gone, but we were there for a period of time, man. Okay? But the Lord told Ezekiel anyway, he said, but what, brother? Verse 3?
He says, verse 3, Ezekiel 37:3, he says to me, Son of man, can these bones live?
Uh-huh.
And I answered, oh, Yahweh power, thou knowest.
I don't know, go ahead.
Says, again, he said to me, prophesy upon these bones,
Yes,
and say to them.
right, but yet Ezekiel, I want you to go out and prophesy to these bones, man. Why? Because the Lord is about to show his power. He said, look, I'm going to show you that these dead Israelites can live, man. Because there's nothing too hard for the Most High God, man. Okay? See, Ezekiel, it seemed impossible for Jacob to come back to life, man. But to the Most High, bro, come on, bro, that's easy work for the Most High, man. And we're going to prove it through the scriptures, man.
That show that righteous men, sincere men of the Lord are going to be in that same spirit, realizing all we got to do is prophesy, man. To the end of this thing, man. Not try to fucking bring on, wake everybody up, man. Prophesy. All right, so the ones that set to wake up, still keep this word, man.
Yeah, man, but what we're going to do real fast is show you brothers and sisters that nothing too hard for the Most High God, man. I mean, absolutely nothing. Okay, we're going to prove that. Go ahead, what you got, brother. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 32, verse 17. So Jeremiah 32, verse 17. And Yahweh power, behold, thou hast made the heaven and the earth,
Right?
by thy great power and strength, stretched out arm, and there is nothing too hard for thee.
Verse 27.
Verse 27,
26.
verse 26. Then came the word of Yahweh unto Jeremiah, saying, Behold, I am Yahweh, the power of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me?
Right? Nothing. Ain't not too hard for the Most High God, man. But it seemed impossible to Ezekiel, man. Go ahead, what you got now, brother?
Luke 1 and 37. For with the Most High, no thing shall be impossible.
Nothing shall be impossible to the Most High God, man. Hey, this way you told Ezekiel, but go out there and prophesy to him. I'm gonna show you something, man. I'm gonna show you my power, okay? Now go out there and Job, brother.
Job 42:1. Then Job answered Yahweh and said, I know that thou canst do everything.
I know that thou can do everything, man. The Lord can do everything, man. And a nigga at work having murdered him that the Most High can't do everything, man. And he's a Jehovah's Witness. He said the Most High can't do everything. He said the Most High choose not to know everything. I'm gonna cock my hand back and gave you the 5-finger discount, man. But you know I didn't do it. Yeah, man. I mean that's foolishness, man.
Man, how could you be the most high power and you gonna say, you know what? I don't want to know everything.
Right. Niggas crazy. Look, read that again now. Yeah, Joe, please, brother.
In Job 42:1. I know that thou canst do everything. And that no thought can be withholden from you.
Nothing, man. The Most High can do everything. So this is why he told Ezekiel, go out there. I'm gonna show you something. Right. So go back to Ezekiel, brother.
Ezekiel 37:4. Again, he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them.
He said, prophesy upon these bones, man. These dead spiritually Israelites. Okay? They're dead spiritually. He said, prophesy upon these bones. Meaning preach the gospel to them. Okay? Go ahead.
He said to them, O ye your bones,
Oh, you dead Israelites. Go ahead.
he said, hear the word of Yahweh.
Hear the word of Yahweh, man. This is why brothers like with these Bibles. Okay? Preaching the words of Yahweh Shai to these spiritually dead Israelites, man. Hear you the word of Yahweh. Go ahead.
He says, thus said Yahweh power. It says, thus said Yahweh power unto these bones. Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and you shall live.
The Lord said, behold, I will call breath to enter into you, meaning you spiritually dead Israelites, and you shall live, meaning you will come back to life to your heritage, man. Now, how the Lord going to do this? He said, I will call breath to enter into you, man. Brother, what you got? John 20, verse 21.
And this is John 20, verse 21.
Right, because this is process for the setup of how the Lord going to do it. Go ahead.
Then said Yahushua to them again, peace be unto you,
Right.
as my Father has sent me, even so sent I you.
Right, so as the Lord, right, Yahweh sent Yahushua to preach the gospel, all right, to raise the dead, and all those things, he said, look, I'm going to send you out there now. Now, y'all apostles now. Y'all prophets now. Go out there. I'm sending you out there now. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 22. And when he had said this, he breathed on them and said unto them,
Go ahead, brother.
John 20, verse 22. And when he had said this, he breathed on them and said unto them, receive ye the Holy Spirit.
Right, he said, he breathed on them and said, receive you the Holy Spirit. Meaning he gave them understanding, man. He opened up their minds, okay? By way of the word. So he said, right, I'm gonna send you out there to do the same thing. So brothers, through preaching the gospel, we're breathing life into spiritually dead Israelites, man. All through the words of Yahweh. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 5, verse 5. It says, arise, O Jerusalem, and Jerusalem is the people before it's complete. Talking about us, Israelites. Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high. And look about toward the east, and behold, thy children gathered from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of Yahweh by Shah. I said the children of Israel are going to be gathered through the word of the Holy One.
Right.
Who's the Holy One? That's the Most High.
Right. That's the breath of the Lord, man. all right, the wisdom, the understanding, man. Okay, the Holy Spirit, as it says in John, man. All right, the proper understanding of this Bible.
Man.
That entered into the elect, man.
And it said gathered from the west onto the east.
Right.
They were gathering from the west.
Right.
You know, started in Babylon the Great. And his word did travel all the way to the other side of the earth.
Right, via the internet. Yep. Go ahead, what you got now?
This is Job 33 and 4. The Spirit of the Most High had made me, and the breath of the Almighty had given me life.
Right, the breath of the Almighty Yahweh. Brothers and sisters, that gives us life, man. His truth, right, his word, man. His ultimate Yahweh shot. Gave us life, man. Go ahead.
This is Psalm 7 and 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goes through all things by reason of her pureness.
Right.
For she is the breath of the power of the Most High.
Right, wisdom is the breath and power of Yahweh, man. So, when the brothers and the sisters of the elect hear the word, man, it's wisdom entering into them. All right, the Holy Spirit entering into them life, man, which ultimately is Yahweh shot. Okay? Because John said in 1 John that if you don't have Yahweh shot, then you don't have no life. So, through hearing the word, all right, activated that for our brothers and sisters. Go ahead, what you got, brother.
John 5 and 25. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the hour is coming, and now is.
And now is, man, right now. Go ahead.
When the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of the Most High.
Right, it said the dead, these spiritually dead Israelites, which is the ultimately of the elect, shall hear the voice of the Son of Yahweh, man. The voice of the prophets, okay? Which he's speaking through the prophets, man. Go ahead.
And they that hear shall live.
And they that hear, when they understand these words, shall come to life, man. And this is why you see brothers all throughout the world, man, praising the Lord. Okay, sisters believing, man, by the day, okay, by the thousands, man. Believing on Yahweh Shah because this word is going out, man. And there's nothing that Esau even can do about it. I mean, absolutely nothing, man. No matter how many, some scoffing videos they make, parody videos, it don't matter, man. This word is going out in full force, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Psalms 107 and 20. He sent his word and healed them and delivered them from their destruction.
Right, man. All about the word, man. Healing us, brothers. Because we were sick at first, as it says in Isaiah chapter 1.
Yeah.
We were completely gone, man. But the Lord had mercy, man. All praise to how about you shot, man. He had mercy, bro. And called us out of that damn darkness, man. Out of that wickedness, okay? And gave you life, man, cleaned you up. All right? And I just can't understand how a man can just dismiss this, man. Which I know according to the scripture, you know what I'm saying, that it's gonna happen. But bro, this is everything, man. This is more than everything, man.
Right. Hey, that also showed the power of the Most High.
Yep.
Right.
For this understanding to be so clear to us, and it makes perfect sense. And it's not complicated. It's not that difficult to understand.
Right.
You know? And it's mind blowing to see that how people can't get it. Right. Like what we're saying, but we understand that it's written that it's supposed to go down this way. You know?
Yeah, man. The Lord picked us up, bro. That's why I'm thankful, man. I'm like, God damn.
Right. And I'm sorry, bro. So I keep cutting you. Now that that's showing us the Most High is the Most High is showing us his power by giving us the understanding and not giving understanding to the masses of Israel.
Right?
We like, it gotta only be by the power of the Most High, reason why they can't understand. There's no reason why our people shouldn't be able to understand unless the Most High interferes and purposely, intentionally blinded.
Right? Yeah, man. No Israelite man should be arguing with us about same-sex marriage, man, and how it's okay and good, and changing, children's sex to the opposite sex. Man, you got Jakes out there marching for this, man, fighting tooth and nail.
Right, you got Jake standing up for being the feminist what that boils down to is they bought into the Queen of Heaven spirit. Right?
Yeah. Don't even know what that really go back into, man.
You gotta go.
This is wisdom, Slocky. This is Sirach 24, starting at verse 1. It says, wisdom shall praise herself and shall glory in the midst of her people. In the congregation of the Most High shall she open her mouth and triumph before his power. I came, and this is wisdom speaking in verse 3, it says, I came out the mouth of the Most High and covered the earth as a cloud. Okay, so this is back to pull it up, man. All right, wisdom is telling you, I came out of the mouth of the Most High, man. I'm going to jump down to verse 8 because this wisdom is only pertaining to the nation of Israel, man. Okay, that's why these Edomites come out of these schools and got all these high-level accolades and shit. They can't get this understanding. They can't understand prophecy. They can't understand the spiritual things. All right, so this is Sirach 24:8. It says, so the creator of all things gave me a commandment. And he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob and thine inheritance in Israel. So wisdom is an inheritance unto us, man, unto the nation of Israel, man. Nobody can partake in someone else's inheritance, man. Whoever was setting that wheel or so to speak, man, okay, nobody else can say, you know what, well now I'm in the wheel. No. That father, grandfather, whoever it was, say, okay, this is where I'm giving my inheritance unto him. That's where it stays, man.
Onto the Israelites, man. And this is why you Edomites can't get it, man. Y'all scrambling, all right, researching hard as hell, trying to disprove us, man. All right, I'm making 2-3 hour long videos talking madness, trying to laugh and scoff, bro. You're not hurting nobody, bro. Like we're not moved and emotional because both have a lot of don't believe what you believe, or they you don't uphold it, man, or the world don't uphold it, man. To hell with you people, bro. Listen for the Lord's elect, man. All right, go ahead, back there. Solomon, brother.
That's why they stay away from their millstone right now. They don't want to, because what can you say?
Right.
The truth and the prophecy is speaking too much, man. Right? You can't say shit, man.
Yeah, man, scoffers and mockers are saying that great millstone got the truth. That's where you scoffers out there and you in other camps, you need to let that sizzle in your spirit like Country Wayne said. Let that sizzle in your spirit, man. There's scoffers and mockers that have been scoffing for years at Great Millstone, bro. Mocking, laughing. Are now all of a sudden saying, hold up, these brothers, these elders apostles are right. So I never said, I opened the Bible and read along with them. And I saw that was right. Hey, man, that's the Lord, bro. That's the Lord, man.
Right.
It's all up to your house by Shema Shai, man. And who he gave his word to, and we understand that it was the apostle of Great Millstone, man. That gave clarity through the Spirit, man. And we see through these other camps that they don't fully have it, man.
They don't got it.
Right. You see it clearly, man. Okay? Their doctrine don't ultimately agree with what the Bible is saying, man. God teaching them when we say the law, just off. God teaching them that but you got Israelites out there teaching that madness, bro. These guys don't have it, all right? Go back to Wisdom Solomon, brother.
Wisdom Solomon 7:25, but she is the breath of the power of the Most High, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty.
Go ahead.
Therefore, can no undefiled thing fall into it.
Right, therefore, can no undefiled thing fall into her, man. Esau can't get this word. He makes can't truly understand this Esau gospel, man. Go ahead, brother.
It says, for she is the brightness of the everlasting light, the unspotted mirror of the power of the Most High, and the image of his goodness.
Go ahead.
And being but one, she can do all things, and remaining in herself, she maketh all things new.
Right.
And in all ages, entering into holy souls.
Right, and into all ages, entering into holy souls, man. The Spirit has entered into us in this age, man. All right, in this time.
Right.
This is why brothers are out here, man. Sisters are believing. Okay? Brothers are believing, man. Because the spirit of wisdom and understanding has entered into our inner parts, man. Has been activated by the word. Okay, the word, the word activated that, man.
Hey, could I give a scripture? When you get Romans 10 and 17. Real quick.
is Romans 10, verse 17. So then, faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High.
Right. Right, yes, so then faith coming by hearing, and hearing the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. It was activated by the word, okay? And that was sealed in the elect before the foundation of the world, man. Okay, before we came out the womb, brothers and sisters, it was already instilled in us, man. It's just that the Lord had it set at his time that he wanted us to get the word, you know? Go ahead, brother.
All the works of Yahweh are exceedingly good.
It says, and in all ages entering into holy souls, she made them friends of the Most High and prophets.
Right, she made them friends with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah and prophets, man. So this is why we can say we are prophets. Because we have this understanding, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
Amos 3 and 7.
Come on.
Let's get it. Because it say friends. See, the Most High ain't friends with the world because that's because he didn't give an understanding.
Right.
You tell your friend your closest, most intimate things about you.
Right.
You know, people that's not close to you or you don't mess with, you know what I'm saying? You don't let them know about you. You don't tell them your secrets. You tell your friends.
Right, hey, and I will Shah say this is
I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you.
friends, man. We are the friends of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. And I pray that you keep us as friends. Right?
Yeah, friend, you go into the word friend, it means brother.
Right. Yeah.
But you let your brother know what's going on with you. You let them know about you.
Right. Like your secrets.
Yeah.
Like your things that you would normally tell a normal person, man. But your friend know. So Yahweh Shah made known everything to the apostles, man. Everything that the Father told them, he told them. Go ahead, now.
There's Amos 3, verse 7. Surely Yahweh's power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
Right. He revealing his secrets unto the servants of the prophets, man. And when we understand the secrets of the Holy Bible, so by default we are prophets. Okay? Because the Lord have mercy, man. And show brothers this truth, all right? And if you brothers out there and sisters out there understand us through the Spirit, man, the Most High has, bro, he had mercy, man. He had mercy, bro. If you understand us, man, and can receive his word, okay, the Most High had mercy on you, brother and sister, okay, to receive this gospel, man, and it's a beautiful thing, all right, to have this truth, man.
Yeah, mercy is standing up there in the grand scheme of the Most High.
This is Acts 2, verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saying Yahweh, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh.
Shall what up?
This is Acts 2, verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days,
In the last days, this is what's going to happen. Go ahead.
saying Yahweh, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh.
And that's what it happened, man. Okay? All right, the men of the Lord are back on the scene to wrap up the movement, man. All right, for the Most High, man. Okay? To speak the end-time prophecies and bring the understanding, all right, through the Spirit, man. Okay? The Holy Spirit, man.
It says, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old man shall dream dreams.
And that's all that's going on, man. That you got to build the Lord out on the highways and byways, and their occupation and job is to break down this word, man. Give us more understanding and teach it, that receive visions, man. All right, and then they pass them on to us for us to bring the understanding of what that vision was, man. Okay, these are signs of the end times, man. Okay, all right, we in those last days right now, man. Okay, what's some more, brother?
my servants and on my handmaids I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy.
And that's what we set up to do, man. Prophesy the words of the Heavenly Father, man. Right. Nothing else, man. You don't need to set up no schools and do all this other crazy shit that Jake be getting into, man. Alright? If the Spirit is on you, you're going to be occupied in this, man. And you're going to be itching to teach it again, man. Okay, when can I bring this out some more, man?
Right.
Okay?
And the Most High is using certain, women, for example, certain brothers' wives, giving them visions, and not just brothers' wives, but certain women in general getting visions, and they need they don't understand them, all right? And they tell it to their man the Lord that understands the scriptures, and then that man to break the vision down. Okay? There was one woman, she had she knew she was Israelite, she had a vision, okay? But she didn't understand it all the way. So she was asking to somebody, I believe it was one great millstone, if they could, give her understanding on that vision.
Verse 19, and I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapors of smoke.
In Sirach chapter 17 and verse 5, they received the use of the 5 operations of the Lord. And in the 6th place, he imparted them understanding. And in the 7th, speech, and interpretator of the cognations thereof. Counsel, and a tongue, and eyes, ears, and a heart. Gave he them to understand.
It's going to pinpoint who exactly set up to do this, man. Okay, go ahead.
With all, he filled them with the knowledge. With all, he filled them with the knowledge of understanding and showed them good and evil.
Hey, man, we talk about this all the time, man. All right, we had to fall from that original state so we can experience and learn evil, man. Okay?
So we can really get on the level of understanding. If you don't understand both sides, you don't get it, and you don't have the full spectrum of understanding.
If both sides just gave us the understanding the good, that would leave us green, so to speak, man. All right, we wouldn't know how to deal with evil, man. Okay? Yeah, if every day was a sunny day, then what the hell is a sunny day?
Verse 8, he set his eye upon their hearts, and that he might show them the greatness of his works.
Yeah, that's through the Spirit. That's what's been coming out, been bringing out the greatness of the Most High's works, man. Okay, for all that Esau done to beat our heritage out of us, that was a great show of his power by waking up the men of the Lord, man. Okay, for all the different bugged out mind states we was in, man. Okay, go ahead.
He gave them to glory in his marvelous acts forever, that they might declare his works with understanding.
Yep, and that's what we're doing. We're declaring his acts with understanding, man. Breaking down what the Most High has, this whole process of what he put together, man. Okay, from beginning until the end that we fight to make it to, man. Okay, go ahead.
And the elect shall praise his holy name.
Read that one more time.
And the elect shall praise his holy name.
So it's let you know who this is all about, man. Who he gave his operation to. Who he gave his understanding to, man. Who he put his eye on. Who he's protecting. It's all about the elect. He said they shall praise his holy name, man. Okay, so the elect is going to have that name, man. Okay, read on. Stop that, man.
Beside this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance.
For inheritance, man. Going right back to the scripture that came out earlier, man. Okay? This is our heritage, man. When you go back into the history of the scriptures, this is always what the men of the Lord have been doing, man. All right, prophesying against the current wicked kingdom of and standing for righteousness, man. Okay? Yes. Read the next verse.
He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgment.
And showed them his judgments, man. Okay? So now you have been read that one more time about this, sir.
He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgments.
Yep, an everlasting covenant, man, and showed them his judgments, man. So you see in the Most High let you know that he gave you the elect, all right, full understanding, man, of his judgments, all right, everything that we need to know on this side, man. Okay? All right, we don't know the signs of the sun, man. All right, that's not what the men of the Lord was set up to do, man. Okay? Understanding what we need to get this to bring his word out, man. Okay?
It's 1 John 2:20. But ye have an unction from the Holy One.
From the Holy One, the Holy One of Israel, man. Most High power, man. Okay, go ahead.
But ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things.
You know all things, man. Not because we went and sought it out on our own and said, you know what, I'm about to figure this Bible out. Man. Okay, no, because the Most High wanted that unto us through his son Yahushua, man. Okay, to give us the full understanding to be able to thoroughly teach his word, man, and break down his prophecies, man. Okay,
This Luke 24:44. It says, and he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses and in the prophets and in the Psalms concerning me. Then opened he their understanding, that they might understand the scriptures.
it's a lot to bring that from the top.
It says Luke 24:44. And he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled.
All things must be fulfilled concerning what, man? The Most High's prophecy, his word, man. All these things that have been scribed, even the things that were scribed after the Lord stated this, man. Okay? All these things have to be fulfilled. So how are they going to be fulfilled, and then we won't have an understanding of them, man? Okay? You have men that one of their main gripes is that you can't claim or say you have 100% truth, man. All right, well, the scriptures state otherwise, man. Okay? The Most High's not going to set up prophecies and then we're not going to understand what it is, man. Okay?
Right, and it's simple. I mean, you can look at it as simple as this. Everything that we saying, we telling you the truth. To say y'all don't got all the truth, nobody has all the truth. Then, I mean, some of what they are, the other people out there teaching, they saying that everything that we telling you is not all the truth.
Right. That, there is no lie of the truth.
Right.
So when you say that, you know what I'm saying, we don't have all that, and you say that somewhere in our doctrine, you know what I'm saying, that we lying about Yahushua, man.
Right.
And that's highly offensive, man.
Right. And them guys over in them different groups, they lying. Whether they doing it intentionally or consciously or something.
Right.
A lie is a lie. You can lie and not know that.
Right. Lying like a hoe. It's Psalm chapter 9 and verse 10. And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee.
Brothers always give the testimony of when we first heard the name, man. Okay? I resonated with us, man, and we knew, okay, this is the name that I'm going to trust in, man, for protection, for guidance, for understanding, man. Okay?
And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee, for thou, Lord Yahweh, has not forsaken them that seek thee.
That's it, man. Now, that's why you have men that's cut off from that, because they went and they originally got a little breadth and understanding in them, and then they just, all right, I got enough now, I know enough, I can go to the grown shop and cut people, I can make some YouTube videos whenever I'm in the mood, all right? But the true men of the Lord are constantly going to seek the Lord, man. Okay? That's the one he's going to bless with increase, man. Okay? Not a slacker, man. Not somebody who's dragging their feet and unsure of the faith.
Luke 24:44.
24, and he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled which were written in the law of Moses, and in the prophets, and in the Psalms concerning me. Then open ye their understanding, that they might understand the scriptures.
Yeah, and that cuts the whole time we do the Testament class. Anybody try to omit prophets and Moses, man? Okay? The Old Testament itself, man. Alright? Those things have to be fulfilled. First of all, Yahushua was prophesied in the Old Testament, man.
Right.
Okay?
It's things in the book of Genesis
Right,
that has been fulfilled. It's so like prophecy in the book of Genesis that haven't been fulfilled.
Right. Right.
Even when you're looking at the New Testament, he was going off the Old Testament prophets on how to look for the Messiah. Right? That's why they were saying that he was supposed to be born in Bethlehem, so on and so forth. All those things were in the Old Testament.
Right. The Yahushua, you know, 12 apostles, Paul, the rest of the disciples and apostles, disciples that became apostles down the line, you know, they are, damn, I lost my, go ahead, I lost my train. It'll come back to me.
It's Jeremiah 3 and 15. It says, and I will give you pastors according to...
Okay, so like, I didn't cut the scripture. No, they all was going off of records that we had with the Old Testament. That's what they was teaching based upon the records that they had. See, Yahushua came and gave them understanding of the records so they could come with, so that the New Testament could be fulfilled.
Everything that Paul preached unto them, they received it, but went back into the scriptures to confirm what he was saying.
Right.
Now, if the Old Testament was done away with, Paul said, "Now hell no, what y'all doing? All that done away with." So how can people go and find out about the Lord then, man?
Right.
If you're saying that the records of the house by Yahushua done away with, man, that all things are fulfilled, as that white Christian pastor said.
Hey, in essence, they wanted to understand what the New Testament is about.
Right.
Before it was written, see, the New Testament was being spoken. Right, you know, and then it was being composed, described. Okay? So they said we should information, the way we check it out, right, go into the Old Testament.
Jeremiah 3 and 15. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, who shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Yeah, this is the operation of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? And this is what we stand on, man. Because first of all right, we didn't get this on our own. Jake, forget that, man. You got all these little road camps popping up and shit, man. All right, we ain't got to be under no group. Oh, we got to learn the truth on all. You full of shit, man. And that's one you put either one of the camps that came out of One West, all right, got on YouTube, and that's one of those camps brought out the word to you, man. Okay, but now it's being refined of who exactly the men of the Lord are, man. All right, who has the truth? Who are the men that the Most High set up, man?
Right, okay. Pushing out scriptures in abundance. You know, and not just the leadership of the groups. And when you deal with these other groups, it's really just placing men in the leadership that really teach. All those guys that be out there holding signs and standing around and you know. So you're not going to be grabbed. That's all they're pretty much doing. I don't know what they're doing behind the scenes, but we don't see that. Teaching the word. I mean, it's impossible. It's absolutely impossible to keep up with all the videos that brothers push out. You know, brothers putting out videos every day. apostles and the elders, all the way, you know, throughout all the brothers around the world.
Now just remember thought I had man back off of the point this brother made, man. Okay. Basically dealing with the Most High, setting up the right meaning. Brother brought up the Church of Berea, man. Okay, that shows you who the true men of the Lord are, man, as of right now, man. Why? Because our teachers told us to do what, man? They tested us, they got on us about researching, being diligent, man. They wasn't setting us up to be parents, all right, and just repeating what they say, man. Okay, and if you wasn't getting this shit, you'd be moved out the way, man.
Right. Yeah, they told them to go check out everything that they was teaching. Check it out, go research, get into it. You know, get into this knowledge. When we find out here, when you come into this knowledge, you really have to become a scholar. You know, you really have to learn the Hebrew. You have to learn, well, you know, to a degree, you have to learn how to decipher the words, the Hebrew words, looking up other words. Okay, you got to look into history. Okay? Now these are the, geography. These are the groups, they are doing the good work, and they're going out telling the children of Israel that they, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that they Israelites, and they telling them to keep the laws. That's all good, but they're not bringing out the full spectrum of the understanding. You know? That's the Most High. You got it.
It's Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 20. And though the Lord Yahweh give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
Yeah, we went through that times where we didn't have nobody to teach us now of who we were, man. Okay, that prophecy been fulfilled, man. Okay, now the truth is back, man. Okay, and it's evident who the teachers are, man. People, like the brother said, the abundance of teaching, man. Okay, you can't keep up with great millstone videos, man. And quote Apostle R, he say you can't keep up with just the New York camp, man. Okay, it's too much edification going on. So you got a guy talking about, well, I ain't heard that, I don't know about this. You just being fucking lazy, man. Because it's all over YouTube, man. All right, almost the whole book of Genesis, man, the book of Revelation, man. The breakdowns are there, man. Okay.
The book Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. That breakdown is there.
Right, Ezekiel 37 breakdown. Yeah.
It's all right.
Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
Yeah, and it's evident. Why? Because the gainsayers are starting to turn, man. All right, the scoffers and mockers, they are pinpointing who the real teachers are, who got the truth, man. All right, starting with the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, hands down, man. And these other guys are being found to not know what the hell they're talking about, man. Okay? But why? Because they ain't been diligent seeking the Lord, man. They've been worried about being seen, wanting to get into debates, wanting to do all this family Israelite shit, man. Okay?
I got to put it up.
Second Ezra 6 and 27. It says, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish.
Right, that's happened. Read that verse again.
It says, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched.
So it had ultimately happened because the Most High ain't seen Yahweh to take this man down. But it's happening, the beginning stages of it is happening because the Most High is destroying the lies that this man put out. The truth. You know?
As for faith, it shall flourish.
As for faith, it shall flourish. So faith is flourishing. That's why brothers is waking up all over the world. And they not only waking up to the fact that they're Israelites, they waking up and saying, okay, I know I'm Israelite, now I got to learn this role. I'm going to learn this role. The Bible. You know, because just knowing you're Israelite is not, don't make you in the truth. You got guys, you know, I found out I'm Israelite, I'm from the tribe, whatever, and that's it. Now you gotta get into the scripture. You know? We'll read earlier, faith coming by hearing. Romans 10 and 17. See? So the word is going out in abundance, so it's a lot to be heard. Being hearing, and faith is being activated. Right?
It says, as the faith shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome.
See, corruption is being overcome right now. We are exposing Esau and all the information that he's saturated throughout the planet, that it's all BS. We win the tearing down stronghold business off our people's minds. The stronghold of these different philosophies that they're indoctrinated with.
Like I said, John, it says, in our faith, that's how we go into the world. It says, as for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit.
What's another way of saying that part of that verse? Is the scripture the brother reading about the teachers shall not be moved in corners anymore. Okay? And the truth wasn't on the scene out because the teachers, the Most High, verbally moved the teachers into a corner, so to speak. Go ahead.
It says, and the truth which have been so long without fruit shall be declared.
Right. So now the truth that has been so long without fruit is being declared. In other words, that fruit now, fruit is springing up everywhere.
2 Timothy 2 and 2. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses.
And we already been through it. Where did you hear it from? Jake act like they just woke up in the middle of the night and some bright light floated in their room and they just all of a sudden knew they was an Israelite, man. You heard it from men set up by the Most High, man.
In the game, where they at? Because they were saying we self-taught, we taught by your house side. You know? So what they did was they threw out everything they was taught and then they went into the books and got tangled up. On their table, made a snare on it. But they mind, ooh, your house side, opening it all up to it. We learning all this information and we finding out, look where it got.
Yeah, back into death, man. Back into that congregation of the dead, man.
It says, 2 Timothy 2 and 2. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou.
Yeah, it said among many witnesses, man. Okay. Okay, that's why you can't deny the truth, man.
Right.
All right.
The whole world witnessing this word going on. All this TV live right now. It's going live. This other camera going live. Tomorrow it's gonna be live city. Yeah. GMS live all day. You know, then video out the week. Videos going up.
Daily, about thousands of men bringing up the word daily.
Right. Boston kept bringing out on Sunday.
Yeah, oh, the certain brothers, like these brothers up in Dallas, they bring it out on Tuesday. They damn near bring it out every day. I'm talking about Friday. But that's Tuesday and Friday.
You know that Esau has five
Yeah.
people.
The brothers in the islands, I think there's a couple of brothers in Trinidad camp, they bring it out during the week. Brothers in Alaska bring it out during the week. And the word constantly going out, man. Like, they ain't got no, we did what we had to do as far as getting Jake's blood off our hands, man. Okay? You got all these celebrities throwing little Twitter posts and shit, letting you know that they know about the truth and stuff.
even in the on high school, like
Just because
Jake
there's something that happened,
made
it's
his point.
just something else.
You know, everybody that know about the Israelites, they heard it through the grapevine. Some way, somehow, they may not take it serious. They heard Hebrew Israelite or Israelite. You know, they heard Yahweh.
Hey, just real quick, man. You gotta think about these high-level entertainers who got millions and millions of dollars, and they miserable as hell, and then they come across brothers preaching this word like shit. We more slaves than regular cat in the streets, man. All right, they don't have no lie. They complete. They probably sick of that shit, man. Seeing the wickedness of this fucking sports world, Hollywood, man.
Yeah, you kind of see it, even though he bugged out. Kyrie Irving, it looked like that lifestyle is just wearing down on him.
Jake seeking that freedom, man. Got a zeal, but not a good knowledge.
Quick, just to go inside everybody seeing this. This 1 Corinthians 4:9. For I think that the Most High have set forth us, the apostles last, as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world and to angels and to men. And we're a spectacle like in a theater. You go to a theater to watch something, everybody watches, whether it's on the highways and hedges, YouTube, even you got subjects posting on social media.
Right.
So, Yahweh says no cloak, the word literally everywhere, in every language, all times of the day. So there's no excuse, subtitles.
Yeah,
The Elder
what
Barak,
they call translation.
I was about to say a testimony from the Elder Barak. He was saying when he was on the scene in the military, he used to have translated into subtitles. So it really no excuse. And again, we scattered to the full place, so all the world got help for these men in whatever nation we're in.
Yeah, they got the translator on YouTube. Google they got the Google translator. You know, they got all kind of translation apps.
It's 1 Corinthians 4:9. For I think that the Most High have set forth us, the apostles last, as it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world and to angels and to men.
Okay, that's a point, man. When you go into Revelation 14:4, where it speaks about the virgins, all right, that followed the Lamb whithersoever he goeth, and it said, these are the men that were redeemed from amongst men. Okay, these are they that were redeemed from amongst men. And when you go into that word redeem in the Greek, all right, it goes in to make public, man. Okay? So the men that the Most High set up that was going to follow the Lamb, who's going to stick to this word, all right, we're going to be made public, man. All right, and it's crazy how as public as we are, in our immediate circle of family and so-called friends or whatever you came up with, they don't know shit about what we're doing, man. Okay? But it's gonna come a point in time where we're gonna be demonized, and that's when they're gonna see us out here and wonder, okay, I knew this was crazy, and add on to the demonization and hatred, man. Yeah, all right, and blame us, man. Okay, so it's a process. Most I've making this public for a reason, man. Okay.
Hey, and then ultimately, they gonna get it in their mind that everything we out here saying, which is not our words, but the words of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai, was true. Because the scriptures say they shall know that a prophet has been amongst them. So what does that mean? They gonna say, yeah, they would tell the truth. They know what a prophet is. Or those are the prophets.
Because there is no truth, nor mercy.
And our salvation, and we realize that wisdom of Solomon 5:1. This shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
And we not hide to be sorry. Sorry. Me and this brother Fitz had a few encounters with Jake, man, over the time we've been in the truth that knew something about it. And Jake is in fear. Like, okay, it got a whisper and talk about Esau Edom, man. Okay? Over the years, when we didn't ask people who would ask, oh, who's the devil? All right? Jake don't want to say it. Like Esau, a helicopter gonna pop up, and special forces gonna drop down on ropes and kidnap them, man.
We seen guys moving like that.
Oh man, yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah, man. And, the Most High didn't give us a spirit of fear, man. He gave us a spirit of power and a sound mind, man. okay, to do this work. That's how the men was gonna be able to do this right here, man. Okay, because we standing before the face of everybody, man. All right?
Right.
You got all type of people walking by and shit. We don't give a shit, man.
Yeah. You got a lot of guys that believe this is the truth, but they really don't believe because they're scared to come out.
Yeah.
We see, because I mean, you know, we all first come out, you be a little nervous. I remember, you know, way years back.
There's no man.
You know, many years back. Shit, I seen different people I thought I'd never see again.
Right.
You know, because I thought that year that was going to be the end. You know, I thought 2009 that was the end of the rap. And, you know, when I seen them people, it made me feel a little, you know, a little money. I seen people, fine, really hold floors that we do pass by and see them.
That's another reason Jake can stop. That's another reason Jake can stop over that woman, right? I remember specifically, it was a woman I was dealing with when we first came in. All right, well, a boy, you know, say woman, or whatever, and then right when that's when that Forever 21 was still going on her friend show, they saw what she saw me, and shit, steady bringing out, and she said, a few weeks later, I bumped into her, she said, you still out there doing that crazy stuff? I said, yeah, I am. Shit, they never spoke again, man. Fuck it, man. Okay, and we don't have fear. Esau was speaking against it, man. That's what scripture said. And they're boldly, man. Okay, not teach that you can't speak against the so-called white man. All right, not trying to cut corners on the doctrine so you won't offend the powers that be.
The Lord said we're going to rise up for me against the evil. But it says, and made no...
Yeah, that was really, you think about King David. Yeah, King David was saying, who's going to rise up for me? Again, he was saying, the only one that's going to rise up for him is these
It says, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Yeah, but just, man, going right back to what's been coming out through the spirit, man. All right, these devils did all this shit to take our heritage, the truth away from us, all right, our power, and then we see them. These niggas is out there bringing it out, man. How did they find out, man? Okay, there's been accounts of high-level Edomites, all right, that came by council, like, man, how did you just find this out, man? All right, years ago, right on the end of this block, we had an Edomite said he went to like a private school or something. He was looking at the chart and he said, man, how did y'all find this out? He said, they told us stay to school.
And he said it, I mean, the way you explained it, he was a lot more dramatic.
Yeah, very.
I mean, he was in disbelief. He was like, oh my God, like, how did you find that out? I mean, he's like, you know, they taught us some of this stuff about them, whatever they, you know, I don't know if the guy was lying or not, but I believe he was telling us, you know, he was, oh, how did you guys find this out? So when other nations look at us like, man, these people are so gone, they'll never amount to nothing, they'll never have no understanding. And they can see the depths of how gone we are. It's an observable reality. Right? You see what I'm saying? They can see how, not only watching movies and shit and sitcoms that perpetuate these movies that perpetuate the negative nature, the negative nature of Jake is real. Yeah, ministers, that shit is real. Boys in the hood, that's real. Shit, don't be a minister while drinking juice. That shit is real. They traumatize it, but that shit really going on.
Like Jake had the damn Borex and shit in his head. Jake,
right. So how did you guys, because they don't, when the other nation, when us deal with Esau, when they look at us, they don't look at us like, okay, you got the Israelites that got to understand it. Right. And then you got the rest of the lost niggas out there. They look at us all the same. So when he seen us, he was like, God damn, how the fuck is these dumbass niggas fighting?
Right. Behold, it was very dry.
This is Luke chapter 9. And I started verse 26. It says, "For whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he shall come in his own glory and his Father's and of the holy angels." Okay? So you out there on the highways and byways, man, and you ashamed of, somebody you might see, a family member, like one of your old high school friends or some shit like that, you don't even want to do the work no more, man. Hey, that's what the Most High Power is going to destroy you, man, when he come back with the heavenly host, man. You was ashamed of me and my gospel, man. You're not one of mine, man. And Jake get like that, I done seen my auntie out here and shit before. I done seen co-workers from the job and shit walk right by the camp, man. And the Most High Power have it to them people don't even recognize it, man. You go back to work and they don't even say shit, But even if they do, man, you shouldn't be ashamed of this gospel, man. Because this is the truth. To hell with these people, man. These people believe in all kind of wickedness,
They believe in
man.
Santa Claus,
Right, shit, teaching their kids Santa, man. All right? Shit, teaching LGBTQ principles and shit like that, man. That's shameful. Shouldn't be ashamed of righteousness, man.
Yeah, we don't have nothing to be ashamed of. We're ashamed of the old men that we used to be. Being caught up into all this madness,
And we don't have to go back to Tulsa. We go back to 1985 with the Philippines.
they should be ashamed of themselves.
Right.
They looking at us like that's a shame. They didn't lie. They fell off the map. But your ass
We can
gonna
go back to
fucking
2015 to Black North Carolina at the church where he put to death Jake in so-called church. All that shit is
Wisdom of Solomon 5:2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of this salvation, so far beyond all that they look for.
Hey, just real quick, man, the elites, man. Alright? They the ones who just putting all this out, man. They coming against the church, man. Because they coming against your house shop. We a representation of the body of your house shop, man. Okay, that's why it's an all-out assault on the truth right now, man. They want to upset prophecy, man. Okay, we go in, what is that, Wisdom of Solomon 2? Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon 2, man. They want to, they say they want to take the men of the Lord and torture them, man, to see if the Most High be on his side, man. Okay? So what they have in their mind, and the scripture tell you that, man, they think that their kingdom will go on forever, man. So when the salvation of the elect come, all right, the chariots is beaming men up, they gonna be bugging the hell out. Like, this ain't what we pictured, man. We put in all this work, all these resources, all these funds, and now everything we should have fought was going to shit, man.
Right, it's going to shit right now. It's all kind of infight amongst the Edomites that's going on. Some of them we can see, a lot of them we can't see. Like you got this is a small example. You got Freaky Joe, Joe Biden, and the governor of Texas, Greg Adams. They broke heads. They supposed to be on the same goddamn page. Don't mess with Texas.
You're right. Hey, you had China this week reported an increase of chariot sites.
Yeah.
And they call them unidentified air conditioning. Boy, we're going to pay for that title, bro. Unidentified air conditioning. But
We'll see.
right, yeah. But them groups are seeing it, and like people making videos and shit about it, so the government is trying to address it now. And you know what I'm saying? We don't know what it is, but we're gonna track it by AI now. So they got some cameras and shit, artificial intelligence, tracking the chariots so-called. Man, the chariot tracking you, nigga, man.
Exactly, man. Gary. First of all, the scripture tell you that the king's heart is in the hand of the Most High, man. Okay, so all these devils, the government talking about they gonna release all the files on the UFOs and shit. The Most High's doing that, man. Okay? Because he had his men come out first and speak on how the salvation is gonna take place and made it look crazy as hell, man.
Right.
Okay.
And then what's gonna come with that salvation? And the chariots is coming to bring salvation. And they gonna fight y'all ass through other nations and Israelites ass up. With laser beams. Right. That's gonna be a sight to see. The sky is full of chariots of Israel. Chariots of the Lord, man. Oh, I mean, just like on the movie Independence Day. But that is a real glimpse. You know? It's a shadow of how it really gonna be.
It says, "And shall be amazed at the strangeness of this salvation, so far beyond all that they look for." These next couple of verses that they look to, as the brothers were saying, we've been prophesying about these things to come, and people ain't believe it. And once it happened, then they gonna know we gonna tell them the truth the whole time.
Right. And they at least know. You know, Satan told them the truth. The scripture say no. They think they powerful in the words of the Most High.
Great wonders, man. Okay, through this technology, through this filmmaking. All right. Now, what do they do, man? They know the truth of who's piloting these chariots, man. Okay, but what do they do in the movies, man? They make them to be some aliens or some creatures and shit from far off land, man. All right. That eventually, somehow, some way, they're gonna take over and overpower these creatures that came from across the galaxy. Yeah, off the moon.
It says, "It shall be amazed at the strangers of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit." Now, this is the other people, 2/3 heathen sin connected, they up. Right? It says that they were.
You gotta imagine this. It's not gonna be a blowing out observation. Because the scriptures say in the twinkling of an eye, right, we should be changed. That means we gonna get out to go into the glorious chariot. This local sinful flesh can't go up in there. So we gotta get changed to big increment. But that's gonna happen very quick. The warheads is gonna be coming down. So this is gonna be a very quick process. You know, because shit, hey man, it's gonna be interesting to see how this thing play out. Lord willing, you know, we make it to the end, man. It's gonna be interesting to see. You know, we know the grand scheme of things, but it's about we're concerned the details the whole time. It's gonna show us, and we're gonna witness it.
The graphics in itself, man, how real it's gonna be of things we never seen, man. That's another thing we have faith in is the destruction, man.
Right. And if the Most High was to give us all of that, you know what I'm saying, then where would place be for faith? The scripture say in Romans the 8th chapter, faith that is seen, hope that is seen is not hope. Right.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, but the Lord gonna raise the dead in that thing, bro.
Right.
That's some shit, bro. The dead gonna be raised, man.
So this gonna have to be like a super thought, a super quick thought. Oh shit. And then boom.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be like some men that talk that it's gonna, the hour of temptation is gonna be the hour to where Jake gonna reflect on the missile shit.
Right. And I'm saying when they listen, when they see him beaming, and they gonna see the beam with the missile dropping on their head. They see the neck getting beamed up. It's a wrap. We're talking about a split second. You know? It's over with.
It says, "And they repent and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he, when we had sometimes in derision, and then proverb of a book that's talking about
No. Go ahead.
once they see you not get saved, they gon' they was the ones who was talking shit about us right now.
Right. And then that's gonna be for the ones that get destroyed here in Babylon. It's gonna be a split second thought for them, but then you're gonna have the elites. The elites are not gonna die. They gotta go in and they gotta get chains put on their head. So the elites is gonna be wherever the hell they are, you know what I'm saying? Space station, underground, seeing this shit, you know.
Getting ready to try to celebrate.
They still have them other nations in, different countries. They still gonna be alive. But it also mentioned in Revelation 18 how you gonna have other nations looking at the destruction of Babylon.
How they gonna look at it? Because it ain't talking about they gonna be looking all the way across the earth and seeing the smoke on them. They gonna be watching the people take it out.
And Esau put that in the movies. One time they have an alien invasion, every single TV in the world could turn the whole.
Well, it don't even have to be that and the movies that on that movie
Viva Vendetta.
It showed in the beginning. I'm just using this one movie as an example. There's a bunch of movies, and in the beginning it's showing the whole world in chaos. I mean, the whole world is rioting, fighting, it's showing the economic collapse, people out protesting and all that shit. So it was like a glimpse of that, so everybody gets to see the whole world is showing the movie, the whole world is witnessing on television, calamity, worldwide.
When they're saying the revolution is televised. It's right now. It's the beginning of the revolution by what we're preaching.
Yeah, that, and then what we're preaching is being seen on an international level, right?
Yeah.
The whole, we preaching about uproars, uproars of the people. We seeing all across, and everybody seeing it. Everybody on this planet is protesting in the uproar against their government.
Yeah.
Look, it says, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High?
Yeah, how this nigga? Right. That's the same energy they had against Yahweh Shah, man. How you talking about you the son of man, right? Okay, we know your father, we know where you from. You're probably the son of man. Now you talking about you the son of man. Right. Yeah, it's a couple of days. That brother got an order for that, and just real quick.
That's why, hey, even with us, like we profit. Jake take that for a joke.
Right.
They take that for profit.
Yeah, really.
We are
Talk about he a prophet.
They'll think he high.
Right. But if you got a big title in a position, then they say you say you're a prophet, then it's a different story.
And that's the way the Most High set it up, man. All right, he taking the big, all right, so-called low men in society.
Common man.
Yeah, common man.
We're not coming, but in this society, we come.
Yeah, but just real quick, that prophecy had to be fulfilled of this word going out to the whole earth, man, because the Most High said what that you was going to be a prophet of the nations, man. Right. These other nations got to hear their judgments, man.
Hey, this shows the power of the Most High. I raised a common man in this society with this top-notch knowledge. Right. We're the wisest men on the planet Earth. Right. See? We're the wisest men on the planet Earth. The Most High took a common man, okay, in this society. I got to stress that. And raise him up with the greatest knowledge of all time. See, that shows the power of the Most High. See, right now nobody believes, but then the Most High is going to show the world that look, these are the men. Out there with some crazy guys on the street. regular Jones.
Precept. It's 2 Corinthians 4:7. But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of the Most High and not of us. Going to what you was going into.
Like, I got a precept as well. This is Ecclesiastes, in Sirach chapter 11, verse 1. It says, wisdom lifted up the head of him that is of low degree, and making him to sit among great men.
Check that out. So we really, well, in a sense, yeah, we sit among great men, each other,
Right.
and from the apostles and the elders on down. But even with the scholars, so-called scholars of the world,
Right.
we sit with them, but we really sitting above them.
Yeah, the apostles and gave testimonies of back when they was bringing it out at certain high esteemed colleges, man. All right, you have professors who would run from them after a while, man. Most be top notch professors, man. All right.
When you get this truth and you get the understanding of this truth, you find out that it's very easy to confound the wisdom of this world.
You have like the apostles dropped out, and you have the Edomite, the Renaissance man, they call
Catholic priests, all types of men, man, that they can have respect amongst this raggedy ass society. Okay, get smashed by the truth, man, and that's where the Most High wanted it, man. We're taking these so-called nobodies. I'm not saying every single one, okay, the ones that look down in society, man. Okay, and I'm gonna confound all this so-called knowledge y'all claim to have, man.
Right.
I wish I even George said that the Most High revealed unto, and he revealed unto babes.
Not unto the world.
Including in this world.
Even what they said upon him, can any good thing come out of that?
Yeah.
So Matthew chapter 11 and verse 25. At that time Yahushua answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes.
Yeah, what benefit would it do? How would it show the power of the Most High if he gave his knowledge unto men that have a name in Babylon?
Exactly.
Okay, who got great riches and respect and so-called honor in this place, man. Okay, there is no honor and integrity in this place.
Yeah, the Most High always dealt with the little guy, so to speak. Right. You know? The Most High always dealt with small numbers.
Hey, even with Yahushua, he didn't set up Yahushua to come in the flesh as somebody who came up in the law and had respect amongst those men.
Right, that's why the scriptures say, how does this man know these things, having not learned the letters? Right. Meaning, he didn't come up in the school of law. You know?
Right, it says about the apostles that they were perceived to be unlearned men. Yeah, according to their standards.
Right.
When those men were the top men on the planet Earth, man, Peter, those men were the top men
Hey.
in our journey.
That's who Yahushua, that's who's going to build the church upon, man. Okay, but that's the same thing that's happening today. And well, like the brother brought the point of being us calling ourselves prophets, man. Okay, and rightfully so. All right, you have people who look like shit. Where you went to school at, man? How you claiming you one of the prophets or a man of the Lord, and you ain't been in no type of school, man? You don't have no degree.
Exactly. That's why we describe the Pharisees make that statement. They make that statement because it's like shit. They sound like they learned from Yahushua. Them guys they learned. Because if you go into the history of the scribes and the Pharisees and even the Sadducees, they spent time and got tutored and they studied it and they checked they was versed in the records. You know? Even Paul was the same way. Paul came up under Gamaliel. So Paul would have been considered learned what the Most High do to Paul. He had to strip him of that position and the information he thought he knew. And Paul had to be born again. It started when he got knocked off the horse. You See, that was his entry into entrance into being born again. See, he had to get taught.
Cherry was present then, man.
Check that out. The Most High took Paul's status from that he had and brought him low so but then he brought him on
Yeah.
the level.
Status amongst the righteous.
Letting your house out. Yeah, Paul had to get knocked down. You know, he had to get real, get brought up. Then he got built, your house out, built him up. Built him up big time.
Right, he reminded him for 3 days.
Right. He had to get humble. Humble Paul.
That's spiritual.
Right.
Right.
He had fear, but he had his fear was in the wrong place. God was in the right place, but he did it out of the ignorance. Shit. Persecute. You know, the Messiah and the ones that believe in teach about the Messiah. Can you imagine, you know,
So why do you don't have to follow something that the Most High Himself is telling you to say, to establish something good, not follow no more? The scriptures, it don't even say this.
Touch not my anointed and do my prophet.
whatever y'all got.
Murder, yeah.
Yeah. The
All
summer
shed blood, man.
and he wanted,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Because he thought he was doing the right thing. You know, he did it out of getting.
Yeah, Deuteronomy chapter 13 tell you that if, you know, amongst Israel, if somebody talking about another God or like anything outside of the law, then you're supposed to kill them. So that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
Out of ignorance, though, you know.
Because they thought, see, because your house I came as a common man. So he was doing the miracles and all that. He walked regular man on earth. He was the greatest man. Still is the greatest man. You know? So they didn't know they thought the Messiah was supposed to come grand entrance and in this divine power and you know, angelic form, and the house I came just like the normal man.
I got this article, you know, going into the cherry that I said on RT.com. You know, it says aliens like our nukes. Former intel official admits claiming that.
Y'all think this here the pride of these devils, man. Like the aliens has got it, this alien species got intrigued. Traveled from wherever they came from and all of a sudden, oh wait, what is this? A nuke? No, man. Everything Esau got is old technology, man. Go ahead.
It says aliens like our nukes. Former intel officials admit claiming that UFOs interfere with U.S. atomic capabilities. It says UFOs aren't just real, they're capable of mind-bending feats of flight and have a keen interest in toying with the U.S. nuclear facilities. That's according to an intelligence official tasked with investigating these phenomena.
This is an attempt to discredit what the men of the Lord are teaching concerning the angels, man. Okay? By putting all this alien shit out there, man. So people, when they start believing in these sites and seeing these sites of the chariots, that's what they're going to think to have is going to be on there, man. Okay?
People see it as a threat, you know, and it is a threat to the wicked, you know. It's going to be a good thing for the 2/3 and the evil, you know, to see that the chariots are most like, oh, that's going to be the day of vengeance, you know.
Who was that, who was the president that said, would not we all come together? He was talking about
Reagan.
all the nations.
Reagan.
Okay. Yeah, would not we all come together, all the different nations, and fight as one? If basically aliens came and invaded. He worried
They know what's to come. Right. And the prophets said they're gonna do that though.
Right.
They're gonna come together to fight against the Lord.
Yeah, they gonna stop. They gonna stop fighting against each other.
Right.
They all gonna turn and fight against the army, the house,
Right.
the angels. They gonna steal.
They're gonna do right.
That's what we told.
Right. It just said when you talk about the multitude come towards you, I was shy. He said it's basically said they're going to do flesh, man. But blew their ass away. Right. All these times
Turn into a
He ain't coming to meet you. He ain't coming to meet you as a man this time.
It says, speaking to the Washington Post on Tuesday, Luis Elizondo, former director of the military's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, revealed that UFOs, or whoever pilots them, which are the angels, are fascinated with
Well, they
nuclear.
didn't know who it was. They thought it was aliens. Why they had to say, or whoever pilots them?
Right.
Right, what's that one guy, the little crazy dude that be on RT? He the Mike. He came out and said, what if those UFOs are the chosen?
Lionel,
Yeah. Shit, he's scared. He might be a dick. Shit, he said, shit, y'all fucking around. What if they're the chosen people of God? The chosen sons, he said, sons of God.
Yeah. If any, even for these Christians that you claim you believe in the Most High and He's all powerful, and if it's anything that's able to make these maneuvers and do that, your first thought should be, man, this got to be from the Most High.
You see the pride of Esau and the other nations? They should be fucking trembling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know what the hell this is. These aircraft define the rules of aviation, the laws of aviation.
Yeah. But Esau feel his level of weapon technology is going to be able to combat that. What the scriptures know that.
They say there is some sort of intersection between these UAP or UFO sightings and our nuclear technology with nuclear propulsion, nuclear power generation, or nuclear weapon systems. Elizondo told the Post, adding that those same observations have been seen overseas in other countries. And then it's like one article that says Chinese military has its own UFO task force and has been overwhelmed by surge in sighting reports. You know, so all these different nations are setting up, their own little space forces. That's why you had Donald Trump. He came up with the space force. And when Joe Biden came in, he trying to tear down all the things that Trump had put out, except for that space force, man.
That's the common number.
Right? That got to stay because they know that that war is coming, man.
Even Apostle Ron went to one of their branches of the Space Force called the Dragon. Revelation 12. They said the Dragon formed this house. So really the Most High had let the name set for him before he even came up.
Most High's making this too plain. Just understand the planes and the thing. Right?
Right, and the movie about to start getting more and more interesting, and more and more violent and chaotic.
Greatest movie you ever seen? Yeah, they acting like, man, the angels are so wild by this. Man, the Most High made that same nuclear power right from the heavens, man. All right, man, they flying brimstone from the heavens without a machine, without a missile, man. Okay? Now we in this age of technology, this is what he set up and gave you devils the ability to create it, man. All right, for your own minds.
And the nuclear missiles are properties of the Most High power anyway.
Right.
That's his work.
Yeah.
So what the hell are you talking about? They got, of course, there's going to be a connection between the chariots and the ICBMs, man. Those are going to be the main things that's going to destroy this place. Right.
Yeah, because they going to direct them with
Right. And it says furthermore, these craft have interfered and actually brought offline the U.S. nuclear capabilities on more than one occasion, and did the opposite in other countries, put them online. So they touring around with this.
Right. Hey, this is our job, man. To come out here and break down all the bullshit we saw put out, man. Okay, all the darkness is being covered by light, man. And that light is the truth, man.
This is Zechariah chapter 5 and verse 1. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe.
Hey, Shabaki, and this is why the Most High only gave the understanding to save men, man. Okay? Because anybody else will read this and they'll just, I don't know what the hell this is talking about, man. Why the flying Hawaiian was right.
Shit, that King English, Oh, yeah. I heard a female say that years ago. I can't read this King James. She had to go get a one version.
Yeah, the Most High made plenty of stumbling blocks to keep the people from getting this understanding, man.
And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse. This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth.
Hey, it's going to be, this was, keep that Thessalonians about that, man. All right, this is going to be like the brother brought out earlier, man. The chariots, all right, the nuclear missile, all right, it's going to be a blessing and deliverance unto the elect of Israel, and it's going to be a curse and destruction unto the rest of these people.
Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stood it shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that swears shall be cut off as on that side according to
Hey,
it.
real quick, in Jeremiah 51, what did he say, man? We want to make sure we don't get cut off in the iniquities of Babylon, man. Okay? And that's how it's going to, that's the cutoff point, man. All right? When the chariot show and then the missiles being the final destruction, man, turning this place into the lake of fire the scriptures does speak of, man. Okay? Not there's no damn hell, man. All right? We're living in hell right now. All right, walking on concrete every day, breathing chemtrails, all right, all other type of pressure that this devil has put on us, man. Okay?
Right, it say everyone that steal it. Fuck him up. And he's still found in the hands of Esau.
Have fear of all men.
The law say, he that stealeth the man, he be found in his hands, shall get the
Put to death.
Yeah, put to death.
Jeremiah 30 and 23. Jeremiah 30 and 23, it says, behold, the whirlwind of Yahweh goeth forth with fury, a continuing whirlwind, it shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. The fierce anger of Yahweh shall not return until he have done it, and until he have performed it, until he have performed the intents of his heart. And
This has to happen. This is future prophecy. This has to be fulfilled, man. All right, the scripture already came out. We already shot seeing all the things that were written have to come to pass, man. All right, this is what he said of the prophets. Jeremiah was a prophet, man. Okay?
it said the world, and that's talking about the chariot. It said come with fury, and then it said upon the head of the wicked. That's that same house is going to enter into in Zechariah 5. The Edomites. And it said, and like the brother said, is these things got to happen. And it's going to tell you the time it's going to happen. It says, the fierce anger of Yahweh shall not return until he have done it, and until he have performed the intents of his heart. In the latter days he shall consider it.
What the Most High say, man, the words that go forth out of his mouth shall not return unto him void, man. Okay? You got that,
2 Thessalonians 1 and 7. And to you who are troubled, rest with us.
yeah, rest with the men that have this word, man. This is our comfort, man. Okay, while the rest of these people, they trying to trick themselves and still trying to enjoy Babylon, man, we comforted, man, by seeing this place fall, man. All right, the rest of our people are trying to act like it's not happening, man.
Right, they don't have, our people living with comfort, in constant oppression, stress, anguish, with no rest. We catch hell, we catching our hell where there's rest. It's even a scripture, man, I'm going to find that scripture. It says basically, as, being in this truth of the Most High, make us go through suffering but not only suffering, but also consolation. Consolation, not consolation. Consolation.
Second Corinthians 1.
Yeah, something to that. I'm you know, it's saying that, but the word is different. It is the Corinthians, first and second Corinthians.
Yeah, the first chapter.
Yeah,
One
the
of them.
first chapter. If you can find it, you know, you can bring that out. Because consolation going to what? Comfort.
The Second Corinthians first chapter, you started at 3.
Yeah, let's bring that out. I want to make a point.
2 Corinthians 1, you said 3?
Yeah, you started at 3.
3, it says, blessed be the Most High, even the Father of our Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, the Father of mercy, and the power of all comfort.
See, power of all comfort, but that comfort is only extended to his elect. The elect that he gave to Yahushua.
It says, who comforted us in all tribulation, that we may be able to comfort them which are in any trouble by the comfort wherewith we ourselves are comforted of the Most High.
Right, where that comfort come from, knowing the whole scheme of the Most High move. You know, we know in the end, though we got to catch hell now, we know when it's all said and done, we're going to get the glory. First, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai is going to get the glory on this earth and all the chosen people, the Israelites. Go ahead.
It says, verse 5,
We know that the earth is not going to be like this film. Unrighteousness will not saturate this planet.
That's what we hasten.
Right. So we know that. We know that and believe that righteousness is going to flourish in this earth. And that we're going to get to eat real food and breathe, you know, unpolluted air. You know? We know we're going to get our glory too. What's our glory? Our woman. Paul, the Most High said that, told us that through the mouth of Paul. Right? We're going to get all these things. Jacob's going crazy and losing their mind behind women out here. That's one thing that's going on. You know? That's why that spirit of that red pill spirit is out there heavy. Jacob's sick of this shit. You know what I'm saying? This whole feminist movement, energy that's covering Babylon the Great. You see? We know right now, yeah, we losing all this shit on this side, but when the kingdom comes, we're gonna get it all and then 100-fold. You know, everything we lost, we're gonna get it back in the kingdom. We're gonna get it 100-fold. You know? And then guess what? We get to come together. Matter of fact, keep reading out.
verse 5, it says, for as the sufferings of Mashiach abound in us,
As the sufferings of Yahweh Mashiach abound in us, that means we catching a lot of hell. See? Go ahead.
it says, so our consolation also aboundeth by Yahweh.
So also, read that part again.
It says, for as the sufferings of Mashiach abound in us, so our consolation also aboundeth by Mashiach.
Exactly. And that goes into us having a vision. The consolation is that comfort. We have vision to believe, to visualize that what we believe in is going to actually happen on the planet Earth. See, that gives us comfort. Not only that, when we come together in this brotherhood, you know, when we doing a message, fellowshipping, we comfort. It's pretty much the care of the world that's shed off of us, you know? And like we break up, we gotta go back our separate ways. Like, you know, that weight kind of come down, but it's like, you know, we used to carrying that burden, you know? Well, it's really not a burden. Well, what I mean is, like Lot said he was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. You know, that come back like, damn, we gotta go back and deal with this fucking world. We gotta operate in the system, right? And we come together, we comfort. When we watching each other's videos, watching the apostle, we comforted. We sitting behind there, eating popcorn, you know, shouting for joy, man. I was screaming and hollering in the car earlier this week. If somebody would have seen that, this motherfucker was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was watching the video, but I was excited as hell, man. You know, I felt that spirit of comfort, you know.
Love for this word, man.
Yeah, so we got comfort. Jake out here, they don't got shit. They seeking comfort, and every turn they go to get the comfort, they get a foot stuck up, shoved in their ass sideways.
We ought to put band-aids on a sword gash.
John 16:33, Yahushua said, in the world we shall have tribulation, but in him we shall have peace.
That's right.
You died to live through Yahweh Shai, man.
It says, verse 6, and whether we be afflicted, it is for your consolation and salvation.
Right. So we go through, like, for an example, what Paul was saying, how we going through all this hell and teaching the word is for the ones that ain't came into the fold yet, benefit to receive salvation. You know, we got to go through this suffering the hell so that the words of salvation will go out. You know, and benefit. And we was all on that side. And we had I remember, and then we came into the fold. We was on the other side, and then we all came into the fold and becoming teachers. You know, I remember one of the elders told me, one of the elders, I believe one of the elders from Connecticut, told a brother that just had came into the camp. He said, you know, now welcome to hell, baby. Like now it's hell, trials and tribulations start coming. You know.
We got some of the testimony.
Oh God. Yeah, as soon as I came in the camp, my car broke down. It ain't never happened before.
Yeah, on the way to fellowship.
Yeah.
And what happened? Hey, you got conflict. You couldn't rely on niggas in the world, man. Right away, brother, jumped into action. Get you situated, man.
Kind.
The call got me in jail for the cheating and shit. Yeah, that took life.
Yeah, man, I was surprised. Like, damn, they really came. They showed up. Like,
Yeah, that was the point. I mean, that's good.
We're going to finish that.
2 Thessalonians 1:6, it says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And
This is the balance of justice that's coming, man. Okay, the Most High is about to make good on his promise, man. Okay, to avenge us, man. Okay, first off, to avenge Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? Our Lord and Savior is going to be on the scene personally to make sure it's done, man.
Right. They tell us that in Joel the 3rd chapter.
it says, and to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahweh shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty
Mighty angels, man. Host of nations, man, and chariots, man. All right, blotting out the sun, man.
mighty angels, it says, the angels of his power. And it says, with his mighty angels in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of my Lord, Yahweh Shah Mashiach.
It's cut and dry on who the Most High is going to judge, man. Okay, the ones who didn't obey, man. Right. So even you have men that out teaching Israel who they are, and for the most part teaching the correct doctrine. But if you're not pushing the truth 100%, man, it's not going to go well with you, man. Right. Okay? You go into Wisdom of Solomon in the first chapter, it tells you that those that fear the Lord, at the end, it shall go well with them, man. Okay? And if you fear the Lord, you're going to stay on track until the end, man. Why? Because John 10, once again, the Spirit keeps bringing it out, man. Okay, the ones that the Most High gave to Yahweh Shai can't be plucked out of his hand, right? Okay?
And fear produces obedience. If you're scared of somebody, you're going to do what the hell they tell you to do. That's fear. So how much more the Most High?
A 5-year-old boy
It says, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power. When he shall come to be glorified in his saints and to be admired in all them that believe.
This is the other side, man. Okay? The ones you're gonna have the ones who's gonna be punished, okay? And then you're gonna have the ones who's gonna glorify and admire when the Lord reveals himself, man. Okay, now finally, man, this is here, man. This is the author of our faith, man. Okay?
It says, we shall come to be glorified in his saints and to be admired in all them that believe.
Saints, or Israelites.
It says, because our testimony among you was believed in that day.
That's it, man. The testimony is going to be believed in that day, man. Okay, won't be no denying it, man. Okay? You get that Isaiah.
It's Isaiah chapter 66.
This is what we're waiting on, man. We're waiting on the destruction and the deliverance, man. Okay, which will come by the chariots, man, and the nuclear witnesses, man. Okay, no there.
It's Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
This is how the Lord is coming back, man. All right? Not to play games, not to debate, not to start an election and shit, get the world to vote. Oh, should we let the Israelites take over? No. He's going to come with full representation of the glory and power of his Heavenly Father, man. Okay?
And the chariot, I'm talking about the chariot. The house side is full of multitude of chariots. To do what? To deliver and to destroy. To deliver the elect of Israel and to destroy the wicked. And they that join with this land, they with this wicked man, they going to perish right along.
That's why these kids have so much fear, man. They fear when the Lord returns.
To render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Yep, there's going to be much death, man. All right, the Lord's getting ready to return and thrust in that simple, man.
Yeah.
Okay, the harvest is ready, man.
And you tell this to a so-called Christian. The Lord is coming back again. What are you talking about?
Right. Not my Jesus. After this, you goddamn right, not your Jesus. Dude, I was shocked to wrap this thing up, man. In a very, very horrific way, but a beautiful way unto the righteous, man. And that's it for this week, man. Lord willing, and glorification out to the Most High's elect. Once again, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto the one that's our apostles and elders, a great millstone to continue to do it well. Spirit, man, and guidance. Peace and blessings to the Most High's elect. Shalom. Shalom.